Moved in the middle of nowhere with only a little piece of land, hatchback and $600 to my name. With this, we're trying to build everything we've ever wanted. I want to build jumps, rally trucks, whatever else I come up with. And last episode, we bought a trailer, which from its very inception was designed to be the timber trailer for the Fiesta. Or at least I thought so. But this episode, we came to the realization that we need something with more girth. The Fiesta wasn't cutting it. So I bought this. It's probably blurred if I figured out a way to edit it. And also, finally we managed to get a house to rest in. Wait, no, not a house, a castle. So, prepare for some more capitalism at the lowest level. Oh, good morning. I might have overslept a little bit. It's 20 to 9. Yeah, let's see, that's where we left everything. Whoa.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Now, let's see if we can tow 7 tons of wood with a 55 horsepower Fiesta. Wow, it's struggling. Well, I definitely didn't spend the last 3 hours making basically no progress, and I don't think we have another choice but to just sleep in the car tonight. Those motherfuckers. Did all of you do that? Actually, they might have just done us a favor, because now we would actually be able to tow everything. Or I mean what's left, without having to take off all the timber ourselves. But still, dickheads. Hey guys, Ghost Lumberjack here. Basically I wanted to come in for the first part of this episode and help with the story a little bit, because it wasn't as fun as I intended to make it. And yeah, from here we just drove straight to the sawmill, and we sold, actually for the first time from the trailer, we sold all the timber, and I was hoping we were going to get like 2.5-3 grand, and we actually got 3.5, which was pretty good, honestly better than expected. And yeah, so after our last episode and the obvious lack of power, I decided that it would be best if the first thing we do today would be to just get an engine swap, to get a bigger engine. So I went in the equipment store and I got the 1.8 liter engine with 98 horsepower, and now you guys can tell me if it's only me or is that not just the 1.8 non-turbo VW group engine from like the early 2000s, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. So yeah, from here on out I drove straight home, and you can see here that actually the engine basically made no difference. We kept struggling up the hill, and in this moment a little part of my brain started telling me that actually we didn't have problem with power, but with traction. So yeah, I loaded up all the rest of the timber from earlier this morning, and I started cutting some more trees. So enjoy a nice edit right now. And yeah, now we're just loading up the trailer. I would have made the exact same montage, but this, 5 seconds took me like 20 minutes to edit. So unless you guys tell me in the comments below that you really liked something similar, and I am going to get better with it, I'm not going to waste any more time so I can, try to get some more episodes out. So let me know in the comments below. And now that I was done, the moment came when we could actually see if the new engine helped with hauling the trailer, and not gonna lie, in the beginning I had high hopes. We did start moving, but after about 5 feet something broke, and yeah, I mean, it was definitely better, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was definitely better, but not good enough. Luckily enough, our piece of land is like the I almost wrote there. Our piece of land is like on the highest point on the map, so this means that we can maybe get around with a little bit less power. But as you can see, as soon as the uphill arrived, we really started struggling. So yeah, here for a brief moment you can see that the wheels were actually turning, so the problem really wasn't the power, it was traction. I struggled for a few more minutes, or should I say hours. It was really an agony to try and get to the sawmill. I decided to take the off-road here, and about here was the moment when I really couldn't continue any further. I just left half of the wood behind and I went like this to the sawmill, where I sawed the wood. I made another like 3 grand and headed back to gather the rest of the lumber that I left behind, or timber. Then I got stuck under a bridge and I spent like half an hour trying to get unstuck, and I started getting really frustrated with a little Fiesta that I used to love so much. Then yeah, I went back, I gathered the rest of the lumber and I went to sell it. And this is the moment when things started to really take their toll on me. This is the moment when everything went to absolute shit. So I managed to get almost to the lumber mill, and then I reached the train tracks. And oh my god, I did everything in my power in order to get the car and the trailer unstuck. And honestly, it was annoying, but it wasn't stressful. Until the second when I heard the whistle. Yeah, I would have left my real-time reaction right here, but let's just say that it was a little bit too much explicit content. Yeah, finally I managed to get the car and the trailer unstuck, and we started having some real issues with connecting the trailer. As you can see right here, it was kind of running away from us. I don't know what really the problem was. At the end, when I managed to connect it, I still couldn't go through the train tracks and I just gave up. Here you can actually see that the trailer was basically connected, but at the same time it was flowing behind the car, and the car was kind of flowing as well, floating, and the whole thing was very strange. At the end, I just gave up to the whole idea and I decided that the Fiesta will be no more. I just left the trailer behind and went to get a new vehicle. So yeah, I guess every good thing has to come to an end. I sold it. And I'm telling you guys, it hurt almost as much as when I totaled my first car. But life is life, I guess, and we did need to money in order to get something that can actually help us get money faster. Afterwards, in the pursuit of finding the right vehicle, some bad financial decisions were made. Okay guys, after a number of bad purchases, I've come up to the realization that we need something that we can tow a trailer without any problems. So this is what I've come up with. The AG150. It looks sick as fuck. It will be a little bit cold during the winter, but I think we can manage with that. And also it's got quite a lot of configurations. Oh, we can even get a little roof rack as well, so we can put some more trees on there. Okay, I think that's it, guys. Yeah, and it's relatively cheap. 10 grand for that thing. I'm thinking that's a good combo. Now we have to go and get our trailer because I left it in the middle of the street. Let's see how that thing feels. Okay, it turns like it's on rails even though it's so tall. So that's good. Let's just try to stick to the street. There you go, that's where our trailer is. Oh my...
Wow!
That's what I wanted to do. God damn. Let's just put some of the trees back on the trailer. Excuse me, kind people. I will be done in a minute. Can you not climb my trailer, please, sir? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Get the fuck off my trailer. What the... Oh, okay, he disappeared. I think that's alright. Thank you for your patience, my lady. Nice, okay. Let's go. Let's see what the interior looks like. What did I break again? What is going on? Oh, I think we got it unstuck. I guess not. Okay, let's see. Last time, that's where we weren't able to go with our little car. This time it was no problem. Okay, I'll try to stay in my lane, but it's a little bit hard because that thing is kind of huge. Woo! If you can just give me a little push, my friend, and I'll be right out of your way. Okay. There we go, like nothing happened. Let's drive a little bit more careful. It's already 4 o'clock, it's almost December. Whew. We've got like 6 grand. At least we are going to have enough money for a tent, so we don't have to sleep in the car. Because that car doesn't even have side windows. It's gonna get cold, cold, cold. Yeah. I just park right here. Ooh, that's kind of... That's loud. Wow. Okay, so... This should probably be like, yeah, 2 grand. That's what I thought. Let's see, what are... There's some wood chips here. We can probably steal them someday. And sell them as our own. Never mind, let's go... I don't know why the trailer is so laggy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we might have another issue again. Let me show you what the problem is. Whoa, that's got some nice lights though, right? Okay, let me show you. Do you see how tall our car is? Let's do this. So you see how tall that is? So the trailer has to stay kind of squatted like this, and that part right here is scraping the road. So we're having some issues. What I'm going to do right now, I'll just change the tires, because if you remember, we took the bigger tires and I'll just change them for the smaller ones. I think they were free as well. Okay, let's just... Honestly, it doesn't look better. I don't know why. Let's see if we're going to have the same issue though. Maybe we have to change the trailer too. It doesn't seem to have the same issue. Maybe it's fixed. Yeah, looks alright. Okay, nice. Let's go back to our property and okay, buddy, don't worry. Who does that guy think he is? Look, I'm like a BMW driver now, right on his bumper. I drive a BMW in real life, by the way. It's an E34. It looks awesome, it drives pretty nice, and it's cheap to fix. It doesn't break too much. Actually, I'm with the most reliable engine that BMW has ever made, according to mechanics, is the M50B2. Bro, can you stop fucking jumping on the brakes all the time? Oh my god. No. Houston, we've got a problem. Yeah. I don't know what to do, man. You tell me. Can I grab something on here? And... Ooh! Ooh! I just found something absolutely amazing. I'm not sure it's going to help us in this case, but maybe it might just be enough. I know, gentlemen, I truly apologize. Stop engine. Nice. Fasten, unfasten tension belts. I'm just playing with my new toy right now, to be honest. You can do it. Nice! Yes, come on! What's going on? Detach? Detach? Yeah, we did it! Yeah, I didn't think of detaching the trailer actually. That was a very good idea. Yeah, guys, but I think I'm in love with that SUV. That's not an SUV, that's a full-on off-roader. Look what we can do! That's awesome. Whoa. Yes, baby. Can I do this? Okay, am I amazing or what? Wait, nobody? Thank you, gentlemen. Alright, let's go. Alright, there we go, finally home. That took way too long. By the way, really, just look at the lights on our off-roader. That's unbelievable difference compared to the Fiesta. It's awesome. Oh, good morning guys, and guess what? Now we've got a tent. Check it out. Oh, entering with a drift. Those are some style points right there. You know what? I wonder if we can actually jump the tent. Okay, 60, 70, come on, 80. Oof. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, maybe in the future we can make like a jump so we can jump over our tent. Oh, this would be so sick. Anyways, let's go sell the last trailer for this episode. Okay, boys and girls, moment of truth. I'm expecting like at least maybe 5 grand. Oh, overshot this a little bit. Let's see if it's going to work. Nope, guess not. Let me just back up. Okay, so as saying, I am expecting like 5 grand. It's winter. What's 34 again? With a... That doesn't make any sense, man. That's a little bit disappointing. Well, at least we've got a sick-ass off-roader. Alright guys, so this would be it for this episode, and just subscribe if you liked what you see, and stay tuned for next time. Cheers, bye.